Hey, what is going on, pros and pros? This is MrLimeInHD here, and welcome to another sit-down commentary session, Topic Talk. Today, mixing it up a little bit, we are letting the old Black Ops 2 gameplay play in the background. The final score is 38-15, so a little change from the old COG 4, but still decent gameplay on, obviously, good old loved Black Ops 2. So here we are for another sit-down commentary session, and today's Topic Talk is: are we going back into the Dark Ages? Now, I know that may sound extreme. Obviously, we're not going back into the Dark Ages, because in the Dark Ages there was nothing. Like, Dark Ages was bad. But when you say the phrase, "Are we going back into the Dark Ages?" you can say certain things are threatened or can go back into the Dark Age. Yes. And for example, one of them is, do new super bugs, do new super viruses threaten to send medicine straight back to the Dark Ages, which is actually believable and true. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going around, recently. We had, obviously, the Ebola, around that's been around for a while now, and obviously there's still no 100% cure, but, well, no one really knows. But, for example, there's all these new bugs and stuff. For example, Ebola is one of them. And now recently we have the Zika virus as well, as I'm recording this, which is the first, also the 11th of the second, but around this time we have obviously the Zika virus as well. Them ones won't threaten too much to send medicine back, but obviously it can do a lot of damage before it's actually cured. Now things like that, yes, they can, if they do really multiply, they can send humanity back to Dark Ages with just stuff like, we won't be able to go out, we won't be able to go on public transport anymore, because if it really excels and loads of people have it, and etc. So things like that, you have to think, they're bigger viruses, but they certainly said, though, with certainly like smaller viruses, smaller bugs and stuff, and illnesses and whatever they're saying, all these normal stuff are now becoming immune to standard stuff like paracetamol. They're becoming immune to ibuprofen. They're becoming immune to antibiotics. All these three simple things, antibiotics, ibuprofen, and paracetamol. You think they're one of the three most simple things to just fight off diseases and bacteria and whatever standard problem you have. They're probably three of the main ones. You have a headache, you pick up a couple of paracetamol, or whatever. If you have an inflammation, or I don't know, a joint or something, you take up a lot of ibuprofen. All these things are starting to become immune to all of these items, and stuff like that will threaten to send medicine back to the Dark Ages, because there's all these new super strains and they're all mutated and stuff, and yes, obviously stuff won't stay the same forever, but at the same time, because there's now so many humans, it's like when something does mutate or happens, it's like, there's twice the amount of people for it to affect, because people now don't really bother. They think, I'll still go on that holiday, I'll still travel on the plane. For me, I actually for the first, I generally go on holiday every year, at least once. But last year, 2015, I actually didn't go, just because I just didn't want to, for reasons like that. I know it's not everywhere, but it's just, I don't know. There's always something in the back of my mind now which tells me just be careful and stuff. And I know I wouldn't travel to any of them places which are affected, but still, it's better to be safe than sorry. But stuff like that varies, though. Along with obviously transportation of the new viruses. Again, look at Ebola. It is kind of under control. They say, people who were infected in the UK and America, but it hasn't really exploded like it said it was going to do. Like, it hasn't really exploded. They seem to keep that under fair control. But again, this new Zika virus is seeming to spread quite quick and stuff, but that's just one of them. I mean, Zika is a bit better, a bit bigger than just like, again, an illness or a cold or whatever. But yeah, we do have to consider, though, with medicine and stuff, and yeah, it can send us to the Dark Ages and stuff like that. But if we're talking about other stuff sending us to the Dark Age, we can talk about power, for example. We only have limited power on this. We only have limited burnable power, shall I say, on this Earth. One day, whether we're on this Earth or up in space or whatever, one day, we will run out of power no matter what. That'll be for our future generations to worry about, but it will run out regardless. And when that runs out, and we haven't found an alternate you know, alternate efficient power source, by then we are screwed because if we okay, let's take all the wind turbines, all of the solar generators, everything. Let's take it, you know, all the, you know, also the sea turbines, whatever you want to call them. It probably only accounts for maybe a few percent of the total world's energy. And let's say we run out of power today. We just run out of power like that. Boom. Power, you know, power will get priority for like the governments and stuff. And that's the point. Until we create a alternate power source which will sustain us, whatever that will may be, whether dark matter, I don't know, but whatever it will be, because everything requires power to be made. So, for example, to create more wind turbines, we need fossil fuels to power the trucks to move, you know, to move the turbines, and to, you know, and we need fuel to power the, you know, power the factories and so on. So everything, every renewable energy source has to come originally from normal power, because there was no way we can create renewable power without using, you know, normal fuel first, because you have to make it, which requires normal power. Do you know what I'm saying? So with stuff like that, it's until we find a, you know, an infinite or whatever power source. As soon as you run out of power and stuff like that, we are going boom straight into the dark ages. Imagine a world with no power. Just imagine it. You know, shops wouldn't work. Everything, you know, because there'd be no freezers, there'd be no chillers. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. There'd be no ambulances, there'd be no police because they run out of fuel. It would just go on and on and on. And can you just imagine that? We have got to find a power source for every single thing we use today. And I know we can all get power from one thing and another, but and even if we cover every square inch of, you know, of the world with solar panels and sea turbines, we're going to run out of space. And again, it comes to another problem. We are going to run out of space. You know, we can't go like that forever. But at the same time, even if fossil fuels did run out, we can't create fuel out of air. You know what I mean? Fuel physically requires freaking cold, so we won't be able to have cars anymore. I know people say, "Oh, battery cars," but yes, I know maybe in the future they may invent these super batteries which are twice as powerful as engines and blah 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 blah. But currently we do not know that. But let's say they didn't invent super batteries, then yeah, you know, trucks wouldn't be able to work with batteries, and then they need charging, you know, because trucks can just drive and drive and drive, for example, and batteries can't just go and go and go and go. And you know, and again, at the moment, obviously, we know batteries don't have an unlimited life, whereas an engine has quadruple, you know, even more than that of a battery's life. So it's just a never-ending situation. All this stuff can threaten to send us to the dark age. Again, overpopulation can threaten to send us to the dark ages again with food and stuff, because you know there will be a point where there will be too many humans if the government doesn't put a 1-kid limit on, you know, on parents and stuff, or we don't sterilise the human race, because I think we should sterilise the human race, because we need to sort out every single human right now, you know, or you know, we need to make us live forever. The humans, all of us humans now, we need to all divide up. Well, not divide, but you know, we all need to sort our current selves out before having more humans. So it's everything like that, because there'll be a point exactly where food will become short, more stuff will have to be GM grown, more stuff will have to be, you know, there's just so many things, you know, food, clothing, everything will go down. Space, again, I know people say, oh, you can have these mega cities. No one wants to live in mega cities. They're horrible, you know, and there's just so many reasons we can go back in the dark age, and I can't believe it, because we just keep getting more humans, and unless the government does, you know, we keep sapping power, you know, we keep eating more food, we keep killing off animals, you know, and it's worrying, because, and again, it comes into my other commentary about selfishness, because people want their own kid. You know, why don't people think, I know this is on another commentary and I'm only going to briefly cover over it. If you haven't seen that commentary, just search for selfishness on my commentaries. There's a very good commentary. But just to finish off, you know, it's just selfishness at the end of the day. People do not realise we can't keep going like this. You know, people are not willing to sacrifice themselves now. Everyone says, oh, you know, we have to do something about it, but people don't do stuff about it. And it's worrying, because, you know, us as a human race, we won't survive. We won't last, and it's sickening. You know, we're the only species with a, well, as far as we know, with actually a decent brain in a similar way, you know, that actually knows, you know, how to, we could actually make ourselves last forever. But again, it's just selfishness with people, and power corrupts, and etc, 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 and government leaders doing whatever, and money equals power and all that stuff, and money corrupts the world. It's scary, guys. It's not good. As always, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Good old Black Ops 2. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.